To get the most for your property, you might want to consult a realtor. When is it time to sell the house or keep it? You should be making at least 3 to 4x what your mortgage is. A wife, a girlfriend, maybe kids that you got to take care of. One of your main goals is you should have at least 6 months of savings put aside. Your lender is going to have options for you, especially if you lost your job. Some people are 50-50, everything is combined. Take a deep dive on your expenses. Okay, you might have to lower down. In this video, I'm gonna give you a foolproof plan on catching up on your mortgage. All right, y'all, in this video, I'm gonna tell you how to catch up on your mortgage. I know you might have a wife, a girlfriend, maybe kids that you gotta take care of. Now you're behind on payments and you have a lifestyle to maintain. In this video, I'm gonna give you a foolproof plan on catching up on your mortgage. Look, I've been behind on my payments before. I take care of most of the bills in my family. And it's embarrassing to have to tell your wife or have to tell your kids that, hey, I'm behind on the house. Maybe we might lose it. Okay, I get it, but you are not alone. It happens. Let's see what we can do before we have to tell the wife and the family. It depends on your relationship. Some people tell their wives everything. Some people are 50-50. Everything is combined. An advocate of being honest with your wife for sure. And I am an advocate of being honest with your wife, of course, but if she doesn't have to be involved in the situation, then she doesn't have to be involved. After all, right, we're the man. We want to fix the problem before we have to take it to our wives. But with that said, sometimes your wife has a solution that you might not think of, or if she's a good wife, she probably has some savings that she can help you with. My name is Vince. I'm the CEO of OT Investment Group. We're a local real estate company in Dallas, Texas. We're very trusted. We have lots of 5-star reviews. The first thing I would do if I was behind on my mortgage is actually tell your wife. If you're more than 2 payments behind, it's time to tell your wife. This is assuming you pay most of the bills. If your wife is working and she's a prudent wife and she's a good wife, she's probably saving some money on the side. You'll be surprised. Your wife might have some money on the side and she's most likely willing to help you with that payment. I know it's embarrassing, okay? You don't want to tell your wife these things because you're in charge, you're the breadwinner, but that's what your wife is for, okay? As long as it does not become a habit, you can tell your wife. Now, you have to look at your income. Are you living above your means? You should be making at least 3 to 4x what your mortgage is. If you're not doing that, you either have to cut down on expenses so you can comfortably afford the mortgage, or you need to increase your income. Okay, so that's the first thing I would do. I would tell my spouse or tell a loved one, tell a friend. They most likely have some money they can help you with. And the second thing I would do is take a deep dive on your expenses. You might have to lower down your expenses just for a little bit. I've done that for myself. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a businessman. Okay, to get where I am and to continue getting where I am, I live a pretty good life right now. If somebody came into my life, they might think I live a luxurious life, but I've cut down my expenses significantly. Right now, I'm focused on creating savings, creating investments. Do that for 2 to 5 years and you can be set up for life. One of your main goals is you should have at least 6 months of savings put aside. Minimum 6 months of your mortgage set aside. This way, if you lose your job, something happens, you have it aside. You don't have to worry. It shouldn't take more than 6 months to get back caught up where you need to be. If you lose a job, it shouldn't take more than 6 months to get a new job. The third thing I would do if my wife or girlfriend doesn't have any money to give me, or my close friends do not have any money to give me, I would call my lender. Your lender is going to have options for you, especially if you lost your job. They're most likely going to have a hardship program where they can push the payments back for a few months, sometimes 6 months, or they can put the payments on the back end, have no payments for 6 months. These are options that you might have. So call your lender, talk to them, tell them about your situation, and they're most likely going to be willing to help. Just as much as you don't want late payments on your books, a foreclosure on your books, the lender doesn't want that on their books either, right? It looks bad on them for lending money to an unqualified person. Some of the options your lender is going to give you, such as refinancing the loan, you may not qualify it. One of the things your lender might suggest is refinancing the loan to get you a lower payment, and perhaps you don't qualify for it because you don't have good credit, or you don't want to put a ding to your credit that's already getting dinged up because you're more than 2 payments behind. Every 30 days, they're going to report to the credit bureau. So the fourth thing you can do is Google mortgage assistance program, government assistance for mortgages, and see if there's anybody local in your state that helps people with mortgage payments. When is it time to tell your girlfriend, wife, or partner that you're late on payments or you're about to lose the house? I would say after the second payment. If you've gotten more than 60 days of missed payments, then it's time to tell your wife or your girlfriend. That's number one. And when is it time to sell the house or keep it? If you've talked to your lender, if you've talked to your friends and family, if you've called for mortgage assistance programs and you're behind more than 3 to 4 months, you are in crunch time. Matter of fact, on the third month, if you're still behind on your mortgage and nothing has worked, you need to start considering selling that house. To get the most for your property, you might want to consult a realtor. To get the fastest offer on your property, you might want to go direct to an investor. If you need a cash offer, obviously we can give you one. Another thing we can do is we can give you a market analysis to tell you what your house is worth, and we'll tell you if it's better to go with a realtor or to go directly to an investor. I hope this video helped you on how to catch up on your mortgage. Reach out to us. We do pay up to $3,000 for referrals if you know anybody in your family that needs help catching up on their mortgage.